pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New Orleans Saints. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
21G.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
The Saints at 14-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Number 2. Get to the line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
All right, fellas.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset. And I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, They're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Around the motion man right. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On play action, it's Murray. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Isaiah Foskey has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. B.J. Ojulari able to make the stop. But you look at this defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Here is 3rd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They run again with Wilkins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Shotgun now from Murray. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. This is taken at the 15. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the score. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Go ahead.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, 21 T8. 32 Stinger. Solo left Zion. 21G, 21G. Number 1, high.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. He gets this to Devontae Adams. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Taking it within an eyelash, dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Murray going to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Murray. Going up top. Oh, that is incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway. And fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively. Or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught. Oh, some strong running. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devontae Adams, 65 yards. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Play fake. Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz to try to end the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On the carry, it's Wilkins. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here's Murray. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
20 TX.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Cardinals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defense in front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Murray looking to change the play here. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. Touchdown, Saints. Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go. And they'll bring the football out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Samuels. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st down, Samuels. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Off the play fake. Samuels rolling to his right. This will be caught by Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 19 Dotson in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On 4th down, Samuels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Back to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on 2nd down. Samuels. He finds his man complete. It's Wilkins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on third down, Samuels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rashee Rice
From 13 yards out.
and the Cardinals get a bit closer.
His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
46 yards.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off play action. Samuels.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll run it here with Wilkins.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA. On 1st and 10, Samuels being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They run with Wilkins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Samuels. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I will do.
There he goes, right side.
There he goes again. Davante Adams.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Davante Adams. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Saints have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first down. Samuels flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's laid out deep for Rice. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, ready?
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Thompson Robinson now.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Samuels.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The 71 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. It's caught here by Adams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down to the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw. Samuels.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On 1st down, Samuels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Samuels.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
124 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant